Let's get this party started.
Well, hello and welcome to a new video of a YouTube channel I created to keep my sanity within levels society considers acceptable. I'm confused than usual and we are playing Brewpub Simulator today, a game which lets you serve self-made crap to people who just look for a drink, to forget about their miserable lives, unsatisfying jobs, toxic marriages or failures they call children. A quick word before we start, this game is still in early access but already a ton of fun, especially for sadistic people like me. In the background you can already see what this game is all about. Delicious, high quality alcoholic products in a stylish environment served to happy customers having a good time. And with that, 4 ways to screw things over. Let's begin. New game! So this game has a story about a college failure, so everybody's familiar and comfortable from the beginning, who gets a shady pub from his old granddad after he surprisingly died from liver cirrhosis. And there we are, in the middle of a Californian town. But how do I know it's California? Because of the state-of-the-art infrastructure, modern architecture, and of course the homeless guy in front of a place where he can get some cheap booze. Anyway, there are some people who clearly don't care about traffic. Let's have a look around in our new environment. There are some shops, there's a downtown west somewhere, and some garbage bins. Glory to recycling! Keep that in mind. And when we walk a little bit too far, we pass out and wake up inside our pub. Although the remaining protective hurricane gear is still present, there is no escape. Okay, so this is our future pub. No wonder why granddad died. These are some wooden planks, which we can use to craft crafting tables. This is trash, and this is dirty dirt. There's also a kitchen, which looks incredibly clean. Scary. And this is our backyard space with some more garbage bins and empty garages or abandoned storage facilities. And since this game is in early access, there's no law enforcement yet, so we better not be out here on the streets after dark. This garage even opens. Mine. And last but also very least, an empty construction site. Where are the annoying speed limitations? We have seen everything, let's start cleaning up this place. Trash bag. I love the decoration the game is providing me very early on. Let's keep both of you safe out here. And collect more trash. A picture. Naturally a picture is high up on the wall for everybody to enjoy, but we can also bury half of it for nobody to enjoy. You stay here. After collecting all that trash, we got a third decorative trash bag. You become friends with the other two. Apparently the game wants us to throw the trash into the dumpster. Trash is definitely taken out of the building at least. Cleaning dirt works straightforward. Pick up tools, acquire the epic skill of cleaning, and mop it off the floor. Easy. I guess we got a magic mop by accident. If we clean just one small spot, the dirt disappears entirely. Or it's magnetic. Either way, it makes our life much easier. Don't forget the sidewalk. Oh, I'm sorry I took away your dirt, homeless Californian man. Come in and get a beer for the usual price as compensation. And that's already one happy customer. After cleaning, we unlock the important skill of changing our walls. Actually any surface, so this game turns into House Flipper. Right here we got the material changer and a small collection of different materials, and I'm sure you will like my superior skills of interior design. Alternating walls in a bar made from tiles instead of wood. Beautiful. To progress in the story, we get some furniture for free, a table and 4 chairs. So naturally we cannot place furniture into space that is reserved for our customers, but we can put the table in the corner and the chair in front of the windows. And I mean in front of the windows. Wouldn't you appreciate this view when enjoying your beer? And we finally get to choose a bar name and symbol. Let's see. A green red with a huge glass of beer. That's wonderfully perfect from both an image and hygienic point of view. We can also change the background like a perfectly fitting snow forest. But it could also be some radioactive fallout in a matching color like purple. Name. It's not rat poison. That's it. What do you say, homeless Californian man? He likes it. Back to gameplay. Right here we have a nice keg of American Pale Ale with the creative name of American Pale Ale, which we need to hook up to the bar by connecting it to this pipe using a tube. It's that simple. Now I wonder how much the tubes care about the surrounding environment. Let's take the keg and put it inside this pile of pallets and connect it. Well, the tube doesn't care at all. That's the spirit. Once we have it connected, we can add it to the menu. $4 for a glass of beer. If you want to charge $4 for a glass of beer, it's either really amazing or contains a gold nugget or similar valuable. Otherwise, we'll be hunted around the city and hanged for the public to spit at. We neither want bladder too, so let's hope for the best. Of course, we need something to pour the beer in. Currently, we have an American pint glass, a beer mug, both very logical choices, and the boot glass. We have a winner. As much as I would like them to be here, they belong into the shelf, sadly. And we are opened. The home homeless guy still sits here. Would you enter a bar with an obviously dangerous dude waiting in front of it? So here's how serving customers work. Customer comes, customer orders any beer. You should be as specific as possible, otherwise you will regret it. Take boot-shaped glass, put under here, pour beer into glass, give glass to customer, profit. Optional, don't try to spill anything. This guy is much smarter, clearly asks for an American Pale Ale. Not that there would be any other choices. After the customer emptied the glass, they leave it behind for us to... Oh, so technically it's on the sidewalk, so not my problem anymore. But in order to progress in the story, we need to clean one glass. Please don't arrest me. We got the glass, but our glass washer seems barely functional. And I'm a little short on money right now, so no cleaning at all. I will just order some replacement glasses. Another part of the job is picking up the customer's leftovers, which we will use to fill some decorative elements. And there goes our last beer. What a successful day. I just found out that our customers dropped the glasses on the lower ones, and I definitely want to see them build a tower made from boot glasses. Day 1 done, and we unlocked the bar stool and 7 other items, which were not important enough to be presented on screen. I mean, look at this beauty. A quick summary. We reached level 2, received 20 orders and finished 19 because we ran out of beer, and made a total profit of $56.01. Awesome. Why did we receive a 5-star rating? We had nothing special to offer. Let's read some reviews. I got the exact beer I wanted. Hopefully. Being thirsty, I got a beer. What more could I want? Simple people out there. I wanted a beer and I got it. That's all you have to say then. Homeless guy named Albatross left us something in a parcel locker instead of giving it directly to us. Do I really want to know what a homeless guy leaves in a parcel locker? Anyway, let's have a look. Of course, he left us a pot, some light malt extract, a bag of hops, and a bag of yeast. Just things you normally give away to someone who just opened up a bar a day ago. And we unlocked the new recipe for American Pale Ale. So here's how brewing works. Please do not try this at home. This is our recipe. Here we can change the batch size and pin it to the right of the screen, because I cannot remember 8 simple steps that secures my income. So we take a pot filled with water. Can we leave the water running? Sure can. Add the malt to color the water an unhealthy yellow. We probably should throw the empty can away, but I will leave it right here for everybody to enjoy. Then we add 10 grams of hops, which gives the beer floral and citrus tastes. Yummy. Turn on the heat and let it boil. After 1 hour of waiting, we end up without any aroma or flavor, so plain yellow heated water. Add the yeast. We added 5 milliliters, but we are actually supposed to add 5 grams. I'm a rebel. And now transfer, oops, that's a little extra water. Transfer to the fermentation bucket, close, and wait for the yeast to finish. And there it is, 4.5% alcohol, how it's supposed to be. IBU of 22.8, slightly lower, don't tell anyone. Color yellow 5, and 3 out of 5 stars in total. The best feature in the game is that we can rename every single of our beers. American Pale Ale, my super beer. How about my first try, please be mine, or my first try, sad smiley. And of course we need to adjust the price based on the current inflation. Mr. Homeless Guy seeks our attention again. You know, I'm something of a brewer myself. You don't look like one, to be honest. I can assess the potential of beer and a brewer just by smelling. Do you have to smell just the beer or smell the brewer to assess my potential? I think you can make money from this beer. Yes, because it's unreasonably overpriced. Let's see how our beer sells. You go over here. Perfect. I also received an email from Maya not long ago. Yeah. Long story short, they lost some probably fine champagne and want me to replace it with some cheap beer. Definitely a fair trade. There are some requirements for us in order to fulfill this quest. We need a beer with citrus flavor with at least 3 stars. We'll get around to it at some point. Let's see how our... What do you want, homeless guy? Got some dried lemons. Okay, I guess we do it now. Water, malt, hops, boil, yeast, and now we add the dried citrus. All of it to give our beer a level 2 citrus flavor. I just noticed that the quest doesn't continue because we are tasked to pour in exactly 10 grams. Well, you get that extra lemon. Time for selling. What a successful day. We reached 2.1 stars. Totally don't know why. Made almost $60 profit. And our champagne replacement is ready. It even reached 5 stars. So it's probably better than a missing champagne. Which makes me question the quality of the champagne in the first place. Lemon Tree Fool's Garden. Full price. No need to thank me. After listening to this great song, we can finally ship our beer and win over the favor of the mayor, which is always a useful advantage. Also, the pedestrians doesn't seem to care about their head being bumped by a steel keg. Before we open the bar once more, let's read some reviews. I'm sure people loved my beer. I was hoping the beer would be cheaper. As always, I love to crush hopes and dreams. Beer is very expensive here, but it has a whopping 3-star rating, so it's totally worth it. I guess I have to wait for my next paycheck before I can buy another beer. Sounds like a you problem to me, but at least I met a satisfied customer who is willing to voluntarily come back. Beer's too expensive, beer isn't cheap. The sky is blue, the sky is not red. I assume people would like to have a beer which is more affordable, buy some supplies, and get to brewing. And all of the trash goes right here on the floor, in front of the trash bin. It's like having a full plate of food in front of a starving person. Day 4 and we just lost $114. Awesome. Quest completed. The charity event was a success thanks to your beer. Definitely thanks to my beer. And we received $50 and the contact information of a team of construction workers who might be willing to expand our bar. 5-star citrus aroma and flavor. Sour surprise for $6. Worth it. And the second one is just 2 stars. Even worse than our first try. Toilet water used. You right here onto the open barrel and you go across the street in front of these stairs. We're also getting quite the collection of the glasses in front of our bar, flies included. Lowered customer expectations means less disappointment. New quest available. Alright, what a strange way to start an email, Maya. I found a renovation team that could take care of expanding your space. Either they can or they cannot. Problem is that the team won't lift a finger until they receive 9 liters of beer. How about an actual payment in money so they can buy their own beer, which will prove that they have a reason to abandon their current job. What? Are we bribing them? Why do I have the feeling that this renovation team is just me from House Flipper? Leaves everything behind for a tiny advantage. On the other hand, we are still in California and your best friends will probably abandon you over a nickel. Anyway, we need 9 liters of a 3-star beer for a sweet tooth. Disgusting. After we put our wonderful creation on the menu, an unjustifiable number of customers eagerly wants to try it. Okay, I guess drinking a cold beer with a sourly refreshing taste of lemon is kinda justifiable. Day 5 and our sour surprise made us $134 profit. Time for some sweet beer. Which of all those ingredients could be sweet? What about berry and strawberry, as well as a colorful red dye? So at least we can sell it to vampires as blood from a diabetic. All the basics, proper waste disposal. And after boiling it, we can add the flavor and the dye, as well as a little bit of my soul. God, this looks so awful. If something like this would be advertised as beer, I would not pay for it. I wonder what else we could create with additional flavors. Let's not go too overboard with this for now, and get some chilies, cocoa, coffee for all those morning caffeine addicts. Sometime later and our sweet berry beer is done. And since this is for some construction workers who clearly have no taste buds, we shall name our beer For the Workers, for the... Aww. Note to developer, allow longer names, please. Thank you. Off you go, my precious For the Workers. I actually made a second batch of the berry beer just to bring some variety and new customers into our bar. This is just juice. This is just juice. The last one is just a normal boring APA, but those who don't like experiments. Since we had toilet water already, we need a more sophisticated name. Premium Pipe Product. Perfect. Collect all of our beer kegs, fill, connect, and spread the word across town. Can we balance our keg onto the dumpster? Oh, it's gone. Stupid greedy dumpster. Then let's try the fence. Perfectly balanced. And make some replacement for our tragic, unfortunate losses. At this point I found out that we can also redecorate the kitchen, and I decided to make it a prison cell. Because we dunked our APA into the dumpster, we only have the berry beer, but we still made $50 profit. And we unlocked the arcade, because that's what you really expect from a bar. Video games. Quest completed. The construction team is thrilled with the beer. Awesome. Beer hit their taste buds so well that after finishing the current job they will come to your bar to take revenge. They are true workhorses. Keep that in mind. Continue. Our replacement APA is ready. New premium pipe product. Second batch of APA. Take all my money, please. For $6.50. Almost guy has something to say. 3 levels of fancy, ruined beer with coffee and ginger, whatever. There's also this quest for fancy beer I don't really care about as long as the profits roll in. And from unknown. With the title unknown. But more importantly, they are among us. In the meantime, we have another another batch of berry beer ready. No legal drinking age required. Too long. As well as some spicy creations. Careful heart. 3 exclamation marks so no one could sue me for underestimating the spiciness. You go right here and you right over there. Perfect. We have a new addition to the bar. 3 arcade games. Imagine walking into a bar straight to the new arcade. You do you. I'm not stopping you. After day 9 we unlock the second form of bar entertainment. Darts. Right in the middle. I also have to change so we can expand our bar. Good thing that our dartboards don't mind the sudden absence of a wall. More bar means more ways to decorate, and more ways to decorate means more seats, and more seats mean more customers, and more customers mean more glasses sold. More glasses sold means more chaos on the outside. I just found the review of Cat right here. Definitely had a good time. Time for a new creation, something you wouldn't really expect from a bar. A beer milkshake. Flavor milk 2 and strawberry 1. Alright, what do we have? Vanilla and cocoa. Cake in a glass. And the milkshake beer. You know, why should I lie about my products? I will name it what it is. Actual milkshake. And we also unlock the second type of beer we can brew, American Porter beer. Well hopped, dark, you don't say. Popular among river porters. I'm missing a key ingredient for this one, a river for someone to port at. You may have noticed that porter beer is actually dark, which can be achieved by adding American chocolate malt, which makes us the only bar, arcade and candy shop in one building. Let's store it properly. Chocolate X! News spread fast around here. I'm still in the brewing process of the porter beer and our greedy customers are already demanding it. Well, out of stock right now, but you can have this different beer, which looks different, is different, and is different. Quest completed. Which one? The one I didn't pay attention to? We made $200 out of it. Thanks, homeless guy. There's our tropical porter beer. Not the best creation, I admit, but I tried so hard. And the good old APA, cause legends never die. New email received. App notification. What? Dear sir / madam, I'm writing as a representative from Reclaim Solutions. What a horrible name for a company if you're on the wrong side of the deal, but an amazing company name if you're on the right side of the deal. The repayment amount is $3,000. Failure to do so will result in the enforcement officer auctioning off the brewpub. Dear Phoebe Wright, definitely the right side of the deal. I'm writing to you in order to inform you that this brewpub is not even worth $5. True value lies in front of the brewpub in form of thousands of dirty glasses. And that's how you settle that. Plan B would be how I settle all my problems. Look the other way and pretend I never received any form of notification in the first place. Banks love me as their customer. And the homeless guy told us the local department for sanitary might come for a surprise visit. What a day it is already. New quest. Help. Hello brewpub in need. Unfortunately someone stole my beer supply. Then make new beer. Please send me 9 liters of your finest, 3 out of 5 stars, American Black Ale, and I will give you my unused dishwasher Mark II in return. May I bring your attention to the sidewalk in front of my bar. I have no need for a dishwasher. American Black Ale, similar to Pale Ale, but black and slightly happy. I just found a minor mistake in our configuration of chairs. Apparently customers cannot drop the glass outside of the bar, which means that we have to redo our interior design. My wallet loves this place. Thanks Pip. There's our finest, best of the best, better than 3 stars, American Black Ale. Done and ready for shipping. For my fellow competition. Oh, just the colorful diversity we have in our bar right now is awesome. Quest failed. What? I did what he wanted. Okay, fine. Stupid American Black Ale, stupid quest, stupid amazing dishwasher Mark II I don't need. So every time I start the game it lags for a couple of seconds, which means we are totally on the right track. I also found the intended way of pouring beer. Instead of putting a glass underneath, you hold it in your hand, click on the beer tab and it automatically places the glass under it, volume included, so there's no need for possibly inaccurate pouring and no way our valid customers don't get what they paid for. So naturally I'm not going to do it the intended way. Another batch of American Black Ale done. Help is on the tray. A little bit of everything for me. Well, you asked for it. Quest completed. At least our second Black Ale was good enough. Ninja Courier should place dishwasher by now in your place. Note to self, change locks and reinforce the windows. We can also upgrade our brewery. Be gone! There isn't really anything there, but we doubled our space. The best part is that everything awkwardly stands in the middle of the room now. We can also get the kitchen upgrade. Unlocks hiring your first employee. In other words, abuse people to do my stressful job while I get all the money. Capitalism at its finest. New email from Dominic the Twin. What kind of name is that? Is he noble? Is the in the twin some kind of title? It's me here, old buddy from the school bench. Uh-oh. Let's hope he isn't a failure just like me. I heard you have taken... Yeah. Long story short, if we can convince Dominic our bar isn't an actual hellhole, we we can employ him as a cook. And in order to convince him we are worth it, he needs a West Coast IPA with enhanced citrus aroma. The way I'm reading this is that this Dominic guy is some kind of screw-up, unemployed, highly in debt and addicted to alcohol. He's obviously trying to snatch some free beer, but we could use a cook to maximize our profit, so let's brew some IPA. Second email from unknown again. Evidence that the guy sitting in front of your bar is an alien. Oh, you mean homeless guy, also known as Albatross? Heightened senses? Appears to have telekinetic powers. Prove this, please. Doesn't move his mouth when he is speaking. I'm sure this will be added to the game eventually. It's an indie game after all. Doesn't sleep, as well as I don't sleep. I mean, I never left this place for 30 days. Spends time near a place full of good beer. Then he's at the wrong address. Make of this information what you think. I think I will ignore it. And these are the workhorses, also known as weirdos. New beer, Imperial Stout, also known as Russian Imperial Stout. More complex flavor and higher alcohol level. Coming from London and or Ireland and therefore should not be served without caution. Let's also go for another batch of West Coast IPA, because I like the background of the tropical flavor, and the Hazy IPA, which currently is the most difficult beer to brew in the game, and apparently for people who don't like bitter IPAs. Cowards. Water, malt, get rid of. Hops, buy, boil, more of the same hops, boil again, add a different type of hops, boil again. Thank the Lord of Bitterness I don't have to pay any upkeep costs, you know, like gas for our stove. Add a lot more hops, and the yeast, and done. See you in 3 days. I really like that as long as our beer is in a cooking pot, it looks like poorly treated wastewater, but as soon as we put it into a fermentation bucket, it has a rich, intense amber color. I also realized that we can boil pretty much anything on the stove, like food coloring, in its packaging. Let's hope the fire brigade is close. Another patch of pale ale done. Ye Old Classic. What a fancy name. Since we are now making enormous batch sizes, I guess it's time to upgrade to 40-liter kegs. Let's keep the smaller ones in case some other bars I've never been to wants to snatch some free beer, and because the 40-liter kegs have a large size problem when it comes to the post box. There's our batch of West Coast IPA, which has an entire rainbow of different flavors and aromas, but since it's made for a good old former classmate, we shall name it Rat Poison, now with food. I like that our West Coast IPA, which is a pale beer with a yellow color, can also be considered a 4 out of 5 stars American black ale. Off you go! Speaking of black ale, come on, $7? Screw you! Couldn't adjust to $7. Oh, come on. Dollar it is. Quest completed. Let me know when you need me. Immediately. $30 per day? Let's do the math real quick. $30 per day, 9 to 10 in-game hours, means roughly $3 an hour for a night shift. That's like 5 times below the minimum wage in California, and I love it. There's our Imperial Stout with 8.8% alcohol. Hell yes. Imperial Marching Band. New batch of West Coast IPA, which we simply name West Coast with 3 exclamation marks, and our batch of Hazy IPA, Purple Hazy a la Liquid, for $9. Perfect. Homeless guy seeks our attention. Remember that there are still many things you can do to benefit your brewpub. Things that even philosophers have never dreamed of. You will surely discover them while running your business. Thanks, homeless guy. I'll keep that in mind. I will not. Next unlockable on the list, the beer garden. It used to be an abandoned construction site, but people can enjoy their drinks there. Let's do some expansion, more chairs. Need help with the food truck. Was that thing always there? Email from Donald the Twin. I've heard that my brother is working in your kitchen. What a mistake. He can't cook. Don't worry, I'm not paying him for his services anyway. Help me prank him. Say no more, I'm on board. Terrible beer incoming. 0.5% alcohol, 108% IBU, and an astonishing color of white. But still 4 out of 5 stars Imperial Stout. Almost wheat water. And ship. Okay, the food truck won me over already. The horse invasion is coming again. After one day of testing, the beer garden doesn't seem to work like I intended to. Our customers just drop the glasses. Boring. Let's get them where they belong. Manually for once. But what if we place the chairs, let's say, in front of this wall right here? Maybe the dropped glass will glitch into our neighbor's house, which doubles the fun for everybody. Only one way to find out. Sadly, the answer is no. In that case, the beer garden has no right to exist. As a replacement, I decided to turn this unused part of our brewpub into an actual arcade, and I found out that we can place the darts literally everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Have fun drinking your beer while being bombarded with pointy dart arrows. Another full trash bag. Hold on. Pro. Oh yes, I love this game. Wee! Where is it? It's gone. It seems like the walls on the second floor don't have collision. That way we can remove all of the trash floating into the ocean. Just throw it onto the second floor and it's gone forever. Surely homeless guy also needs a new friend. Did I say one? Have all of them. He looks so happy. And now even more like a homeless guy. That's the way you would want to be greeted when entering a pub. Trash bags everywhere. Perfectly bad beer. Thank you. I pranked him hard. Yeah, weed water. New email. Applying for bartender position. One more innocent to do my shitty work without receiving the extra minimum hourly wage. Come right in. It's another screw up from school. Cinnamon, chocolate, 2 stars. No problem, Deandra. 100 grams of cinnamon. And done. Please come and help. She loved it. Welcome on board. Do you remember the food coloring I started to boil? It's at 4,685 minutes, which is more than 3 days. At least it's sterile and maybe still usable. New email. Association of Video Game Developers. Ice and Fire. Dear Sir/Madam. I hope this letter finds you well. It's an email, idiot. I'm writing on behalf of the Association of Video Game Developers. Do you want me to make fun of your game as well? Which is organizing an upcoming event. Okay. One of the attractions of the event will be spicy pineapple pizza. Disgusting. Eating contest. Why do you hate your fan base so much? Where participants will test their tolerance for heat and flavor. And your participants clearly have no idea what good taste is, so you want me to provide some spicy beer for them to increase their suffering. And I love to make people suffer. I am in. If the beer meets our expectations, our sponsor will provide you with a brand new refrigerator that will certainly come in handy for brewing lagers. As I said, I'm in to cause people to suffer. To sum it up, American Amber Ale or Black Ale with a spicy flavor. I need to resupply real quick. Water, amber malt, hops, oil, more hops, yeast, and now for the spicy taste, a totally reasonable 7 kilograms of chili peppers, which basically doubled the amount of beer. They ask for a spicy beer. And before you ask, of course I stored all the waste properly. Let's hope the chili peppers don't dissolve the fermentation bucket like an acid would do. Brewing a new batch of everything, let the profits roll in. There's our new bartender. Good luck on your first day, you're going to need it. We just lost $926 because of the chili peppers. Don't worry, we will survive this minor backlash. Our amber ale is done and it only got 1 star on the scale. Totally cannot imagine why. Tongue Exterminator 3000. What a proper name. Too bad we need at least 3 stars. I guess those kind of people are just too weak for my sane creations. Let's ship it anyway. Quest completed. They took it. I wanted to reach out to inform you that your beer exceeded our expectations at the recent event. Since I provided the beer shoot and I've been invited to, the participants were thrilled with the spiciness and no one died. Yet, to ensure their safety, they had to wear gloves while consuming it. And there's our brand new fridge and brand new lager beers. Lager beers are basically like pale ales, except they require lager yeast and a fridge. In you go. While we wait for our completely normal lager beers to be ready, we could go a little creative with our creations. Behold, the almighty Coward's Beer. A normal pale ale for all our customers who don't like experiments. It's really boring, so there's no need to show you. For the well-known and well-liked price of $6. But next, an all-time famous classic hazy IPA. Extreme Purpley. And that's no false advertisement, it's really purple. Up next is a new contender in this market, delicious amber ale with exciting flavors of vanilla, tasteful ginger and refreshing berry. Allow me to introduce you to Taste Like Rocks, and it looks like dirt. Delicious. Next one, straight out of the creative forge of my mind, with intense chocolate flavors, matching mint. I personally hate mint chocolate, but I'm not the one drinking this crap. And the softness of a field of roses in the middle of whatever country is famous for roses. Fresh out of the reactor, radioactive waste. The color says everything. At the very last, the ultimate refresher, carefully crafted with the experience of almost 13 hours of gameplay, a drink like no one before. Tap water. I'm not kidding. And no, this is not colored in any way. This is just how tap water in California looks like. What an amazing collection of beer for reasonable prices. While I will fill our supply of glasses at the very bottom to make life even harder for our employee and watch her struggle with all those customers, the sanitation inspector will arrive soon. Totally don't know why. While I clean up this place so I'm not thrown to jail for lacking sanitation, I would like to thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time when I scam innocent people with questionable liquids in a more than questionable environment in a digital world.